Hey guys, it's Aquila and welcome to episode 222 of a Lefty Knitter podcast. It is October 3rd. It is the 3rd. I almost said the 4th. I'm not quite sure why. It is October 3rd. It is Vlogtober for a lot of people. It is Socktober for me, aka Cranktober. It's been fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm pre-recording. Not a lot, but most of the videos, I should say, actually, most of them are pre-recorded, because, like, I don't want to have to do it, like, first thing in the morning to put up a video, or late at night, if I have to. I had to, actually, for the first, because I wanted my first video to be a sock. I felt like if I put up Socktober and the first video wasn't a sock, that's just weird. It's weird. But welcome to my channel, and hi to any new viewers, and welcome back to any viewers who have been watching for a while. I appreciate all of you. I am loving this journey. I just think it's amazing, and I know the Socktober videos aren't for everybody, but I really do appreciate all the people that are watching, because I know they're watching, and my subscribers. I just think that's crazy. Like, they've jumped, and I'm assuming it's because of my knitting machine videos, but I'm at over 2,100 subscribers, so yay! Confetti. I know how to do that now. If you're a long term, whatever. So let's just show you. The first pair of socks that I cranked were, I wanted to do just my typical sock, because I love doing a hung hem. I think they fit really well. And I decided to do fun yarn, so I did Felici, but I wanted to do something a little bit different in the first video, so I did a pop of color at the top of these socks. So these are the Felici, something racer. Oh gosh, I just typed it up and I can't even remember. But I had this yarn. Sorry, my lighting is not the greatest today. But I had this fun yarn. Like, if you see, there's all my yarns, right? Like, all my extra yarns. I have even more on the cart behind it that are just like extras, like scrappy. So I was like, let's do some scrappy fun color, and that way I can show how you change color also. I just think it's fun to do that. And then I just cranked a whole sock. I didn't do both on the video, but I did one to show you guys how it all comes together. So this was day 1. Day 2 was just a tube I cranked. These are beautiful though. This yarn, I never have seen it before. Let me grab it. This is an order for Tammy of Skein. I don't think she really cares that I say that. They come on cones like this. Okay? And it says that they're 2 identical socks. Well, I've never seen this before, so I wasn't sure. Is it going to stop? Is it going to be a break in the yarn in the cone? It's not. It's a color change. Like, like the perfect pair has like, the ones I've seen have like a bright yellow strand or whatever to tell you that it's like start and stop. This, it just mildly changes, so you can tell that it's changed. So these are really cool. These are Lanes du Nord, the watercolor sock, and the first one I cranked for day 2. I'm just doing half, obviously half and half for the 50 grams. A hung hem. It's a 40 row hung hem, so it ends up being 20 rows. And look at that color change. I mean, that's really cool. Those are so cool. If you want to know what color they're numbered, this is number 102, just in case you're curious what that one was. And then let's see. The third day, it's Christmas, y'all. So you're getting Christmas. You get to see me struggle with putting it on the ornament, and then I realized I had the wrong size. And then, since this will be out after day 4, well, I don't know when this one's going up, but this one was fun. I wanted to show people how to do a shorty sock. I did the leg a little bit longer, but technically you could do it as short or as long as you want, but you're doing a heel tab on the back for in your shoe, and it's a hung hem also. A heel tab is technically a tiny toe. See that? Tiny toe. That's all it is. So, and these are kind of Frankenstein socks, because I have some different yarns all in there. There's some Felici, there's some fangirl fibers, and we picked that up somewhere at like a little farm store, like a yarn store that I just don't remember. Hayes got something out of it. What did she get? It's okay. I don't need to remember everything in my life because that's just not how it works. For my intro video, I wanted to have a little bit, I had 2 pumpkins that Andrea the cat lady had made me, and I wanted to make a few more, but I had already cranked these tubes to make pumpkins. These are cranked on my Addy machine. So this one I left the knit side out. Maybe one day I'll show you guys how these worked. Not for Socktober, because I'm doing everything on my rollbacker. This one I flipped the tube so the garter was out, and then I just freehand crocheted some stems and leaves. And how cute are they? Little pumpkins. Okay. The other thing that I've been working on, because, well, John loves these. I love these too. All my family love them, and now my John has gotten other people addicted to them also. So his coworker was like, "Oh, I love those Scrubbies. You think you could make me more?" And John was like, "Oh yeah, man, no problem, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Thanks." I don't care. Like, it's fine. So, he didn't realize he could wash and dry them. I'm like, "No, throw them in your washer and dryer with your towels. They're good to go." So if you don't know and you haven't been around for a long time, I make these Scrubbies out of the Scrubby yarn, which I love so much. It is the Red Heart Scrubby. Now this comes in solid colors and variegated colors, and let me tell you, the variegated has less yardage than the solid. So just to remind you, I can get 5 out of the variegated, and I can get like 6 to 7 out of the solid colors. So this one was called Americana, and so they're like red, white, and blue. God, my lighting is really bad right now. Sorry. But I love this. So one day I'm going to get to a tutorial. I've been doing these, and I've made 8. Here's 3 more. 8 in the last like couple days. So that's what I've been doing. And the Haunted House Make Along by Telly Bean Knits. I am on, today's obviously day 3. I haven't finished day 3, but I finished day 1 and day 2, and it's so cute. I don't want to show it right yet. I'll show it like at the end of the week, I think, probably. That's probably what I'll do. And then say like, spoiler alert, because I don't want people to get like, I don't want people to see it if they haven't done their clues yet. So that's where we are. I need to grab my 3rd color and get off to work because I don't want to be late. All right, so I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, let's finish up this episode. Sorry, I didn't finish adjusting and then the camera started recording. So we're just going to roll with it. So today is Saturday and it is October the 7th. So today is playoff day. Today is the first game for the Orioles. We were the number 1 in our division. This is an old shirt because this is from 2014, but Orioles goes. Okay, so that's exciting. That's what we'll be doing today and every day that there's a game. So they're home, which is nice. The only bad part, I guess, not for the Orioles, but for there's a huge concert at M&T Bank. So if you've ever been to Baltimore, Camden Yards and M&T Bank are right next to one another, and they share parking lots. So they can never really have games together because they use each other's parking lot. And tonight is Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel. Oops. You know, I don't feel bad for the people at the concert tickets, but whatever. I'm that person. Okay, so real quick, let's do a rundown. Remember the Kirby cardigan I was making? I ran out of yarn. I got my yarn and I can finish this. So I just want to recap. I'm going to hopefully have this done maybe this weekend. I don't know. It really just needs some bottom, a little bit on the bottom and sleeves. I have it caked up. I'm using Barley, hops, and yarn. And this is a fingering weight, but I'm holding it double because it calls for DK. So that's exciting to be able to work on that. Let's put everything in that bag and get it all together. The other thing that's been happening, I think I mentioned in the last clip, is Socktober. So, excuse me. I have made probably some other things that I haven't shown on this because I can't remember what I've shown and what I haven't shown. But I did a tutorial for roll top shorty socks. So there are no-show shorties, which I've already done the heel tab ones on these, but these have roll tops. How fun are those? Those are super fun. So this is one of the days. I think these went up Actually, I think they went up today for day 7. So if you're following, you'll see these on day 7. Then I had this thought of these are a little bit more complicated on the machine. Not very complicated, but they're a little bit more work, and there's a few more advanced steps from beginner, so it's like mid-range, that you have to do. Okay, these roll tops, that's the part I'm talking about. It's the roll top part. So I thought last night and this morning about how I could make an easier way for people. And now I go into detail. This video is not posted yet, but I go into detail about what I would change, because these were kind of a mock-up. I don't have the toe closed, so I apologize for that part, but you'll get the idea, okay? So you have to do a type of a selvage edge for that. Now not most. So the selvage edge is an E-wrap. Now for my hung hem socks that I make, you don't really have a selvage edge because you're hanging that first row of stitches with, you're doing like a double brim. You're doing like a brim on a hat if you're folded over, or a brim on a sweater. It's just that fold over, picking up, and then it's double the fabric. So when I do a hem, do I have any? I don't know. I don't think I have any down here. That's just a regular hem, but I'm going to show you these, which have 3 hems. Okay, so they have 3 hung hems. What I would do different is I would make the hem a little bit smaller, and I would position them closer together. I go over it in the video. I'm not going to probably repeat it here, but I think these are cool looking. So in comparison to this, they're a little bit wider. Sorry, I was covering my mouth. And these go closer together. So I would make these just not as tall of a hung hem, and I would place them closer together. I didn't have enough of that blue yarn for the top, so I'm going to just put the second one on so I can screenshot this, because I think it's fun. I think it's so fun. Okay. Oh, let's get that out of the way. That's annoying. Okay, so I didn't have enough of this blue, so I did this blue, but I mean, the socks are matching. They're so much fun. So these are gonna be in a video, I don't know what day, but I'm really excited about these. I am so excited. You know, you can do stacked hems with you can do like picot tops, so it's a bunch of picots on the top. John also said if you made the leg longer and had these at the top here, it would be like a really decorative cuff for above your boots. So I think that would be fun. I mean, you could do a whole leg of these. So essentially, I should say, I said this in the video, these are essentially like a welt. If you've made a welt before, that's essentially what this is. The same concept of making a welt. Or the double brim hat. Or what, you know, a welt I think is really just technically a smaller fabric. So these two are 15 rows tall and then hung together to make that double. This top one was 20. So I think a welt you only do, I've done a welt, but I haven't done one in a long time. I know on the Paguono you make welts, and if somebody has made the Paguono or welts before, is it typically smaller? Is it less rows? I mean, like, is it only like 5 rows and then you're picking up those stitches and it makes that nice tiny rolled, like curved, like welt. It's the welt. Okay, I love these so much. I'm so excited. I love it. So the last thing I have to show you is a spoiler. So if you are doing the Haunted House Make-Along by Telly Bean Knits, who is Stephanie Lotven, please look away. I'm going to show, I have 1 through 6 done. I haven't done day 7. Today is 7 and I haven't worked on it yet. So I'm going to show this, and if you don't want to see it, look away, okay? I won't say a lot of details about it either, because I just, you know, I don't want to ruin it for anybody if somebody is going to do it and they just haven't started it yet. So I'm not going to say details about all the sections, but they're so fun. So I'm going to hold it up, show it close to the camera, and then I'll take it back down. So 3, 2, and 1. They're so fun. Okay, I'm gonna take it down now. So, yes, I have really been enjoying working on that. That has been super exciting. I love getting a clue each day, and like one of those clues was only 7 rows. That is so doable and still can work on other things. So that's all I have to show you for like knitting and crafting wise for this episode. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know I've been putting out all those other videos and it's a lot in the feed, but I really, really appreciate everybody that's been just watching along and commenting, and it's been a real journey for me, honestly. I've been having to... Some of the techniques I know really well and I can just go for it on the first take. There have been other ones where I make the first sock off camera so I can get the technique down, and then I record the second sock. And I've been doing really well, except for closing toes. I've been doing really well with making my second sock on the machine, because honestly, I feel like if I don't do them pretty close in a time frame, I am gonna forget what I did, even though I write everything down that I do. So if the leg is 30 rows, I write that down. But I feel like I could probably mess that up if I didn't do it within a close time span. So, yeah, I started reading a single book. I don't really read more than one book at a time. That's just not, I don't like doing that. Not that I think I would be confused. The books would have to be a lot different though. So I started reading though Fairy Tale by Stephen King because everybody's been talking about it. So I was like, all right, let's go for it. So I don't know how far I am into the book, but it's pretty interesting so far. It hasn't gotten into there hasn't been any parts that I'm like, ooh, where's like stuff gonna be like Stephen King-esque? I mean, he definitely has good lead-ups in his books. So if you've ever read any of his books, it follows suit. So I've been really enjoying that. So yeah, that's about all I've been getting into. The game's gonna start in not too long, so I need to get up there and get ready for that. I think I'm just gonna like close some toes while watching the game, because I'm not gonna be able to like focus on something that takes a lot of brain power. So I hope everybody is well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves and each other. And until the next episode, peace, love, and happy crafting. I cannot get that one down. All right, bye.